Hello, I have to tell you the truth. Your eyes are in danger. If not yours, it could be your children's or grandchildren's. Let me explain. Did you know that myopia is becoming a silent pandemic? In less than 30 years, more than half of the world's population could be wearing glasses for distance vision. In the United States of America, millions of children already suffer from this condition. Just go outside and look around. How many young children do you see wearing glasses? If you're a bit older and have more experience, do you remember so many children needing visual correction? And it's going to get worse. By 2050, it's estimated that 1 in 2 people in the United States will need visual correction for myopia. In today's video, we'll reveal the alarming reasons behind this explosion of myopia cases. What are the risks of myopia for your vision? How can this affect you and your family? And most importantly, how can you protect your vision and that of your family and friends? Oh, and you'll also take a test to see if you might have myopia. Stay until the end and discover the strategies that can save your eyes in this digital world. But first, go ahead and like the video. Are you up for the challenge? Let's break the record for likes and show YouTube that this video is important for everyone's health. And tell me, do you have myopia? Do you have children or grandchildren who do? Where are you from? Are you based in the United States or elsewhere around the world? Write it down below. Let's go. Did you know that nearly 20% of the United States of America children between the ages of 9 and 12 already have some degree of myopia? That's almost 7 million children with this problem, and this is just the beginning of a growing wave. But what exactly is myopia? Myopia is when you can't see distant objects clearly. Your eyes can't focus properly, resulting in blurred vision. Now, why is this happening? Let's take a look at the structure of the eyes to understand better. Imagine your eyes as a complex camera. When light enters, it passes through the cornea, the transparent outer layer, and then goes through the pupil and the lens, which helps focus the light onto the retina, a layer of tissue at the back of the eye. The retina sends signals to the brain through the optic nerve, allowing you to see. However, in myopia, the eyeball elongates, causing the light to focus before it reaches the retina. The result? Distant objects appear blurry. See how interesting and easy that was? You just learned something important. But why is this happening more frequently? There are several theories to explain this phenomenon. Let's explore the 3 main ones. 1. The near work theory. 2. The DNA theory. 3. The outdoor exposure theory. Near work theory. When you spend a lot of time focusing on close objects, such as reading a book, a magazine, or using cell phones, tablets, and computers, there's continuous strain on our eyes. Focusing on something close makes our eye muscles work constantly. This constant effort can lead to the elongation of the eyeball, which, as you learned, leads to myopia. During the pandemic, this problem intensified, with children spending even more time in front of screens due to online classes and adults working remotely as well. Now take a moment and think. How much time do you spend on your phone, computer, or TV every day? Do you have any idea? Comment below with your answer. We're curious to know. A 2015 meta-analysis indicated that for every additional hour of near work per week, the risk of developing myopia increases by 2%. There you have it. Another theory is the DNA theory. Genetics also play a crucial role. If your parents have myopia, you have a higher chance of developing the condition. I developed myopia at 10 years old. My daughter has it too. She took after me. Studies show a strong correlation between parental myopia and the likelihood of their children developing the condition. Now, there's nothing we can do about that, right? The third theory is the outdoor exposure theory. This theory suggests that exposure to natural light may help prevent myopia. Daylight stimulates the production of dopamine, which helps regulate eye growth. Children who spend more time outdoors have lower rates of myopia. I don't know if you remember, but we used to spend more time outside, playing soccer, rolling car toys, riding bikes, and other activities. Today, the kids' soccer game is FIFA. Being outdoors allows the eyes to focus on objects at different distances, which can help reduce the strain on our eye muscles. Research conducted in Australia and Taiwan shows that children who spend more time outdoors have lower rates of myopia. A 2007 study in California also concluded that daily outdoor exposure significantly reduces the risk of developing myopia. And now, are you feeling concerned? Spends a lot of time indoors, rarely sees sunlight, lives in front of screens, cell phones, tablets, has a predisposed genetics. Could you have myopia? Let's do a quick test to find out. You can also use this quick test for your children or grandchildren to check for myopia. This test is simple and can be done at home. All you need is a well-lit environment and an object to focus on. So choose a distant object. Find an object about 6 meters away. It could be a wall with a picture, a tree outside, or something similar. Step 2. Cover one eye. Cover one eye with your palm and try to focus on the distant object. See if you can clearly make out the details. Step 3. Repeat with the other eye. Cover the other eye and repeat the process. Compare the clarity of vision between the two eyes and make a note of your observations. If you or your children can't see the object clearly with one or both eyes, it could be a sign of myopia. But of course, an accurate diagnosis can only be given by an ophthalmologist. They will determine if your eyes are healthy. If you haven't seen one in a while, it's time to schedule an appointment. If your children or grandchildren haven't seen one, or worse, have never seen one, you need to take them. You can't assume everything is fine. Let me share a personal story that illustrates this well. When my daughter was little, around 9 years old, we went on a trip and stopped at a Mexican restaurant in a mall. I asked her what she wanted from the menu and she said, anything. I insisted, honey, read the choices. Then she said, I'll have the number 2. When I looked closely, there was no number 2 on the menu. It was just the names of the dishes. I was surprised and asked, honey, can you see? She replied that she could, but when I asked her to read what was written, I realized she really couldn't see. We had to get very close for her to be able to decipher anything. The curious thing is that she didn't spend much time on cell phones or tablets. She was, and still is, an avid reader. At just 8 years old, she had already read the entire Harry Potter series. And I don't know if you know, but those books are thick. This experience made me realize the importance of regularly monitoring children's vision. Often we don't notice vision problems until something like this happens. Myopia is not just a modern problem due to screen use. It can affect anyone, regardless of daily habits. It's essential to stay vigilant and seek professional help when needed. And what are the consequences of myopia? Why should we try to avoid it as much as possible? Myopia can have a significant impact on people's lives, both in the short term and the long term. In the short term, myopia can lead to poor academic performance. Myopic children may have difficulty seeing the classroom board, which affects their understanding of subjects and participation in school activities. It can also cause visual fatigue. Straining to see things from a distance can lead to tiredness, headaches, and affect the child's concentration and ability to learn. There are warning signs to watch out for. Pay attention to signs of myopia, such as frequently rubbing the eyes, excessive blinking, getting too close to books or screens, squinting to see better, and complaints of headaches and visual fatigue. Another issue is compromised daily activities. Difficulty with sports. Blurred vision can hinder the practice of sports like soccer or basketball, where clear and quick vision is essential. Someone might make a long pass, but you only see it when the ball is already close to you. Myopic children may be more susceptible to accidents due to difficulty seeing distant objects and obstacles clearly. Okay, this might be something you already knew, right? But what happens with myopia in the long term? First, there is the progression of myopia, which leads to an increase in the degree of vision. Without proper interventions, myopia tends to worsen over time, requiring increasingly stronger glasses prescriptions. And high myopia, meaning severe degrees of myopia above 6 diopters, increases the risk of serious eye complications. What complications? Retinal detachment. People with high myopia have an increased risk of retinal detachment, a condition that can lead to blindness if not treated promptly, or glaucoma. Myopia can increase the risk of developing glaucoma, a condition that damages the optic nerve and can result in vision loss. It can also lead to myopic macular degeneration, a serious complication where the central part of the retina deteriorates, severely affecting vision and the ability to perform detailed tasks. And it can impact your quality of life, right? Because you might have to use glasses or contact lenses, which can be inconvenient and limiting for some people. Some girls might not like it, right? A pretty girl with glasses, but her friends don't have glasses, right? Living with severe myopia can affect self-esteem. And you might also have anxiety about the possibility of losing vision in the future. So, how can we protect our eyes and our children's eyes? What are the tips for preventing myopia? First tip, increase time spent outdoors. Exposure to natural light is crucial for preventing myopia. As mentioned, encourage children to spend at least 2 hours outdoors every day. Activities like walking, playing ball, and riding bikes are excellent for this. Did you know that in countries like Taiwan, programs encouraging outdoor activities in schools have led to a significant reduction in myopia rates among children. Here in the United States, we could adopt similar policies as well. What do you think? Second tip, reduce screen time. Second tip, reduce screen time. Limit the use of devices like cell phones, tablets, and computers. For children under 2 years old, it is recommended to avoid screens entirely. For children between 2 and 5 years old, limit screen time to 1 hour per day. For children aged 6 years and older, no more than 2 hours per day. And remember to include regular breaks. Children should take breaks during screen use. The rule is the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes of screen use, look at something 20 feet, approximately 6 meters away for at least 20 seconds. Third tip, adopt healthy reading habits. Ensure proper distance. Teach children to maintain an adequate distance when reading books or using devices like tablets and cell phones. Reading should be done at a distance of at least 12 to 16 inches, 30 to 40 centimeters, from the eyes. Make sure the lighting in the area is appropriate to avoid eye strain. Avoid reading in dimly lit environments with insufficient lighting. Fourth tip, schedule regular eye exams. Regular eye exams are crucial for early detection and management of vision problems. Ensure that children have their eyes checked regularly by an optometrist or ophthalmologist. Early detection of issues like myopia can help manage and potentially slow its progression. Encourage regular eye checkups, even if there are no noticeable problems with vision. Fourth tip, monitor and evaluate. Take children for regular eye exams, even if they do not show obvious symptoms of vision problems. Early detection of myopia can help manage and slow its progression. In addition to preventive measures, there are new treatments that can help control myopia. One of these treatments involves using low-dose atropine eye drops. Studies indicate that these eye drops can significantly slow the progression of myopia, especially in younger children. My daughter uses them to this day. They work. If your children have myopia, talk to an ophthalmologist about this option. And of course, if you already have myopia, use the appropriate correction, whether it's glasses or contact lenses with the correct prescription. There are surgeries like LASIK, which is a laser procedure to reshape the cornea, correcting myopia. I had it done many years ago when my prescription stabilized, and it was definitely worth it. For nearly 25 years, I haven't had any myopia. My distance vision is perfect, but close-up is another story. Adopting these measures can make a significant difference in preventing myopia and promoting eye health. Our modern lifestyle with long hours indoors and constant exposure to screens is worsening the situation. Have you ever thought about how many hours a day you spend looking at a screen? Just yesterday, I read that today people look at screens more than they will look at any person in their life. How about taking a break and going for a walk? Myopia isn't just an inconvenience, it can lead to serious vision problems in the future. We need to protect our eyes. And if you spend a lot of time in front of screens, try doing a FaceTime call with a friend or family member. Look eye to eye. I think they'll appreciate it. Did you like the video? If so, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more health tips like this one. And what will be the next video you watch? I'll leave 2 recommendations here on the side. My name is Tercio Ribeiro. Remember to subscribe to the channel. And remember, we're here to educate, enlighten, and revolutionize your health. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.